caught this beautiful monster trout as the sun rose and a full moon set in January in super clear water on the King Ranch shoreline. My friend Jason had seen a huge fish in this exact spot while running in the shallows a day or two before. Certainly, fishing in a place where one can see a fish or where one has seen some fish recently makes perfect sense. I've identified a few formulas shown here which represent the ways clarity affects one's decision-making processes. A capital C here represents overall clarity, and it's a product of the clarity of the water, the amount of fish present in a place, and one's knowledge of the layout of the place. So a high big C value occurs in super clear water where one can see a bunch of the right fish and where one knows plenty about the micro spots within reach. The number of fish present will affect the amount of time one spends in a place. It makes little or no sense to leave fish to find fish when one can see plenty of the right fish swimming within reach, or when one can indirectly conclude plenty of them are present if they can't be seen, using evidence like slicks, mud stirs, wakes, and nervous bait. In a situation with a high capital C value, one spends less time experimenting with lure choice and presentation, since one can see exactly where to cast, also potentially how fish are reacting to the lure each time. If the capital C value is really low, one must spend more time testing each lure and presentation style, since it's more difficult to know for sure whether the lure is in fact being perceived by any fish in the area. And last, in places with really clear water, plenty of fish, and where the angler knows the area well, short casts make more sense. Essentially, in such a situation, casting at nearby targets and moving the lure a short distance tells us all we need to know. Conversely, when we can't see targets and don't know the microspots in an area, making long casts and working the lure all the way back to the rod tips makes better sense. All of this leads us to a basic truth. Catching fish in places with a high C value is much easier than catching them in a place with a C value close to 0. In a situation with muddy water, little signs of life, and low knowledge of the layout, choosing the right lure for the moment and working it in an effective way given the conditions becomes supremely important.